In this video, we're going to look at the version history of an app on the iPad. How we can see which changes have been made to an app, if they've added new features, if the developer has added new features, or if they've applied some bug fixes that you may have found. Where can you find all of these different versions? Well, you can do this through the App Store. That's what we're going to look at in this video. Let's go and take a look at how we can view the version history of an app on the iPad. Let's go to my iPad. So I'm looking at my iPad here, and let's say I wanted to see which apps have been recently updated. And I want to see what has been updated, if they've added new features. Well, in order to do that, what we need to do is we need to go over to our App Store. When we open up our App Store, from here what we need to do is go over to our account. So what I'm going to do is go over to my account here in the upper right-hand corner. And then what you're going to see when you swipe up is all of your updates. Now I have my apps automatically update, which is what I imagine most people do, which means they're going to just update in the background. You're not going to get any type of an alert of what is new. So this is a good tip to figure out what is new. As an example, let's go over to an app that was recently updated. This is an app that I use for my car, Tessie, and we can see that they've added tire maintenance alerts. I'll get notified when it's time to rotate my tires. And if I want to see more, I tap on more here and I can see everything else that they've added. I also have brake maintenance alerts for my car now. I can get charging alerts. Now this developer is really pretty good at putting notes in this version history. But in a lot of cases, what you may see is just bug fixes. They're not going to really tell you what is new. I mean, that's nice to know as well that they're actively updating that app, but you're not going to see any new features. So you're going to see that with Google Sheets here. Basically, they just added bug fixes and performance improvements. So there's not a whole lot of new features. If they added new features, you would see that here. So that's how we can see what is new in a version of an app that we've downloaded to the iPad. All we have to do is just go over to the App Store, go over to your account, and then you're going to see all of your recent updates. Within those recent updates, you'll be able to see what is new. In a lot of cases, you'll just see better performance or bug fixes, but in some cases, and this is completely up to the developer, in some cases what they will do is they will use this as a place to show you what new features they have added. So what I like to do is just visit this on a regular basis just to see if any of the apps that I use on a daily basis have changed. Maybe they've added some new features that will benefit how I use that app. This is how I find what new features they may have added. So that's how you can check the version history of an app on the iPad.